creating an instrument like the NMRC is an important opportunity. It's essentially the building block for developing a housing market in Nigeria. And what international experience tells us is that it's also critical to job creation. So we're excited about it, and we think that it's a big opportunity to strengthen the housing market, build more homes, but also create more jobs in Nigeria.
Currently, the Nigerian market operates on short-term deposits with tenor periods between 1 to 3 years. This increases funding maturity mismatch.
This means we have deposits of short-term nature, and we need to lend long-term for mortgages. As mortgage banks, we would love to do mortgages of 20 years and upwards, but we just don't have those funds. Now with the Nigerian Mortgage Refinancing Company, you'll find long-term money. Customers will now be happier and more able and willing to engage and take mortgage loans at affordable prices.
What this institution does is that on the strength of a guarantee, which would be the initial credit protector to the investors, it basically goes to the bond market, it raises long-term money, probably 10 years, maybe even up to 20-year bonds, and then it uses the proceeds of the cash it was received and then use that to unlend to your commercial or your mortgage bank for them to then provide, I would say, up to 20-year mortgages to the average Nigerian citizen. For the country realizing this and making sure that this happens at this very crucial time in the history of Nigeria, I think is commendable. The establishment and progress of Malaysia's National Mortgage Corporation, known as Kagamas, is a model for the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company, NMRC.
Kagamas is basically the Malaysian equivalent of the Nigerian Mortgage Refinancing Company. It would basically encourage banks to lend long-term, knowing fully well that there's a refinancing facility for them that will basically free up the funds which have been lent, thereby deepening the mortgage market and making the industry much more resilient.
NMRC is a public-private partnership providing mortgage liquidity facility for longer-term lending.
I see it having at least 3 effects. NMRC will, 1, make it possible to have long-term loans, longer-term tenors for loans in this country. Secondly, have a reduction in interest rates. And thirdly, in doing so, will make it possible for a lot more houses to be developed. That means house prices hopefully will come down. NMRC will have an effect in terms of creating additional jobs.
Access to housing is acutely constrained, especially for people at the bottom end of the society. Housing for them is not just a dwelling place. It's also a place for their businesses. And therefore, having an initiative as this, that is the Nigerian Mortgage Refinancing Company, is a welcome development.
I'm very happy to be the person privileged to open this office, the first abode of the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company. Present to you the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company.
To increase the supply of affordable housing, the World Bank, the federal government of Nigeria and state governments will work with the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company to improve the environment for private sectors to operate. In effect, more opportunities for jobs and wealth are created for the people.
Actually, it's not as if we just wake up and went and say, well, let's establish a market. No. A lot of work was put into it for the benefit of Nigerians. And I think it's a matter of time, and it will not be too long that we'll start to see the difference in terms of housing delivery as far as mass housing is concerned for this country.
The NMRC is a revolution. and we all need to get behind it and support it.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there are millions of beneficiaries across the country, but right here in this hall today, we have about 4 of them. And I'd like to appeal to them as they step forward here to give their testimonies. It should just be within 1 or 2 minutes. 4 of them are here. I'd like to start now with Mr. and Mrs. Babatunde Adeogun. It's a family affair. A minute or 2. Thank you.
Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Babatunde Adeogun, and here is my amiable wife, Mrs. Adeogun Olajumoke. We are from Shagamu town in Ogun State, and both of us are teachers with Ogun State government. Sometime in first week of October 2013, after the normal classroom teaching, we were sitting down to wind up for the day's work, to relax. So a junior colleague just came and started distributing flyers. Here is Ileron. She gave us 6 flyers. Ileron in Yoruba simply means affordable housing. Going through the flyers and seeing the necessary documents that are to be presented, I knew within me that we are qualified to apply for the loan. So I contacted my wife. See this thing, shall we go ahead? She said yes. Okay. The following day, sharp, I went to I said sharp because my spirit was telling me that delay is dangerous. Please act fast on this thing. First come, first serve. So I went to one of the 2 branches of Lapo Microfinance Bank in my town in Shagamu. On getting there, the officer said, "Okay, can I please help you?" I said, "Yes, help me. Help me with Ileron. Affordable housing, He said, "Come inside." So there and then, he explained the context, the full procedure, the full concept behind this program, and that it was fully financed by Lapo Microfinance Bank, Lafarge, Nigerite, and more importantly, AFG, French Development Agency. Then I asked, "How much will they be able to borrow me?" He said, "It depends on you." "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Yes." Okay. I said, "Can they give me 500,000 naira?" He said, "It depends on you." Okay. We applied for 500,000 naira. Then I remembered. I asked him, "What will be the interest? Is it this number 22% or 20%? He said, "No, the interest is just 1.63%. I said, "Wow, this is a good offer." So I applied the following day within 24 hours.